Hi guys, welcome back for season 2021. This is just a little appetizer show for what's to come and just touch base and say g'day. So, how are you boys?
Yeah, good mate, good, yeah.
I can't wait for 2021.
Oh mate, how good is it? The footy's back.
The footy's back.
Is it?
It's been, it seems to have been like a long off season. I know it's shorter, but it seems to have taken for a while.
Yeah, you could say that, yeah, a little bit.
Just pretty pumped for the season,
I
I'd say.
think that's it, mate. It's going to be a different season this year. I think we should go alright this year, I reckon.
Yeah,
mate,
no, we
after
will.
making the finals last year.
Yeah, I've
So,
been to a couple of training sessions and seen the boys training, and yeah, quite a few.
Looking
They
fit.
look good.
Yeah, looking good.
The inclusion of Tyson Frizzell and I must say Kurt Mann's looking good.
Yeah.
And even Blake Green.
Yeah, Blake Green.
yeah, coming back from the injury there too, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it's exciting times for all of us Knights fans
Yeah.
ahead. So anyway,
And just on a bit of breaking news before we start the show, as all Knights fans are aware that our captain Mitchell Pearce from last year is no longer going to be our captain.
yeah.
And they've just announced that breaking news: Daniel Safidi and Jaden Brayley will be our captains for round one.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
DSAF will run out in his 100th game. I think he'll run the team out. Yeah,
Oh, good stuff. Yeah,
That's a pretty good
well
achievement.
deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Good achievement for both players, like Daniel Safidi with the career that he's had in the last couple of years, and also Jaden coming to the club last year, but unfortunately got injured
Yeah.
and took a role up in the coaching.
Yeah, I think
coaching team.
Andrew McCulloch, he had a bit of a chat with him while he was injured when
Yeah.
Andrew McCulloch was playing. I think he gave him some inspiration and
Yeah.
sort of so
If you, just while we're on that too, a couple of players each year are keen to see play this year that are really excited to see.
well, one, the new recruit for me, Tyson Frizzell, it's going to be good to see him in red and blue.
Yep.
But I'm really looking forward for Kurt Mann. I reckon
Yep, that's another one on my list
yeah,
too, yeah.
He could go and do well. I reckon again, like he did last year. And just another one. I know he's had his ups and downs at the start of the year, but I'm really looking forward to see what Mitchell Pearce can do this year. To tell you the truth,
Put all
put all the
behind him and show us what he can really
crap,
do.
yeah, put all the crap behind
Also,
him.
I like the
Just
front-
get out there and start playing.
I think
some good footy.
with him not being captain, he'll just concentrate on his
He'll
footy now.
go
the
under the
pressure off.
radar.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth. And,
Another one I'd like to throw in there too is Dominic Young.
yeah, the young fella, import. Yes. Yeah.
I'd also like to throw in that Braden Musgrove
Yeah.
got signed
Yeah.
by
Local
Cessnock
dude.
Goannas and now is now a Knights player.
He's
So
there's
credit
some
to
tall
him.
backs there. So how good's that? There's Edric, Braden, and there's Dominic Young. They're all tall.
Got some
And-
pace on it
Oh
too.
mate, yeah.
Stafford Tower.
Just watching the trial on the weekend, watching Braden Musgrove, just the way Melbourne put a couple of bombs up, mate. He just went up there and just easy, mate, easy.
Good on him.
Oh, yeah. Right, so
But I'd also like, there's quite a few in there that, I'd like to see go well this year. And Josh King.
yeah.
I like Frank King in there
Yeah,
as well.
it's so good to see that he got another contract because he's been the one that's done the hard
The
yards.
hammerhead.
So is that what did he get? The 1 year or has he got the
He
two?
got the 1 year.
1 year, yeah,
Same
right,
with Connor Watson, he got 1 year as
Suspended, and Mitchell Pearce as well.
And Mitchell
Yeah.
Pearce,
But I think I'll sign Connor again, surely. He's
well,
a little
it'd be interesting to see
mate.
where they actually. There is talk that he's probably going to play.
He's
lock.
starting lock,
So
yeah.
that's going to be very interesting to
Well,
see how he goes.
Fitzgibbon's out with
I
his
think-
shoulder.
I think
so,
he's going to be a bit like Brandon Smith from Melbourne Storm.
Cameron Murray. Cam Murray from South.
Yeah,
Well, I just think with Brandon Smith and Connor Watson, they're very much the same. They'll just run around the field all day.
Yeah, yeah.
So I reckon that's where Coach Adam O'Brien's got his thoughts from
Yeah.
by putting Connor Watson.
And he
or
played
Ab.
coming off the bench last year in those first couple of games. Connor played alright. Remember that try scored against the Tigers in round 2 last year.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Yeah, but
We've had a
just-
pandemic as well.
Well,
between
yeah,
that.
mate, he sure had. But yeah, just the way he ran the ball, and he was so determined to score a try, which he did, So
But that's the
Yeah.
type of player you want on your team. Got the passion, the drive.
And it's also great to see that another player that we've actually signed for this year is under a development contract, and that's Jack Johns. It'd be really,
yes,
really good to see that he's actually come back from he played juniors for the Knights, and
yeah.
unfortunately back then he didn't get a contract and went to the Rabbitohs, but
He's
He's
back.
now back and looking fit too. So
You said John's name back in the night.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
it might be an omen.
Yeah, that's true.
Aye.
We'll,
No.
we'll move on to a couple of things. It's only a short appetizer show for this week, but this year we have quite a few exciting things for the fans to participate in and actually have a chance of winning. First up, each week we're going to have a $50 voucher to give away each week by Sports Power in Newcastle.
Thanks Sports Power for providing that voucher.
Yeah, so stay tuned for all this. There'll be more info in the coming weeks, but each week $50 voucher to go into store. Yeah,
Cool.
so Sports Power Newcastle, who
Would that
also
be? That'd be good.
they also sponsor Connor Watson. So yeah,
Right.
I heard a rumour that he does some work there. Is that true?
Sports Power.
Yeah.
He's sponsored by him.
He's sponsored by him. So he
Sponsored
does
by
like a ambassador for him, I suppose.
Yeah,
You'd think so, yeah.
that's
I
right.
was going to say because surely he's the type of person that doesn't need to work on a weekend
Yeah.
at a retail
And
shop.
I heard he can pour some beers as well. So
Yeah.
KP. So yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well, any-
Connor's
any-
got his own beer. So
Yes. Yeah,
anyone
you
knows,
get on
everyone knows how to pour a beer and everyone knows how to drink it.
that. Yeah, mate.
stay tuned for on the beer. There'll be more for that later. Yeah, another thing we're reaching out to the people over in Fiji. They've had some bad times over there of recent.
The cyclones
Cyclones and flooding and that. So what we've done here at Knighttime, we're putting together. We're going to get a shipping container full of footy gear, and we're going to send it over to them. Obviously, there'll be more up in the coming weeks, but you know, all your Knights gear that you don't use or don't want anymore.
Feel free to hit our social media for any gear that you don't like anymore.
We'll have an address that
Donate.
you can get in contact with us. It doesn't have to be Knights gear. It can be Penrith, it can be Bulldogs, whatever. Preferably Knights because they're the best team in the comp. But you know, if for some reason you have some other clubs or whatever,
Yeah, some old gear.
old
you want to
gear,
get rid of
more
already.
the merrier. We're hoping to get maybe 1 or 2 shipping containers full and send
That
it
would
over
be
to them.
nice.
Yeah,
Could be
so
cool, yeah.
yeah, well,
It's huge.
I'll put it out there. Well, you know,
We've got plenty of fans now, so let's.
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
already got
Yeah.
a few boxes come in already, so it's already going. So let's get behind them, and because there's a lot of good Fijians
Yeah.
football players in the comp. There's a few in our club, or you know, the Saifidi.
Yeah. And look what they did at the hotel the other day when they were in quarantine.
Yeah.
Hum and,
Or
or the
you look
him,
at
is it? The
yeah,
him,
him.
Hum.
You look at that before the Fijian play, the national team play, and they do that him. If that doesn't put goosebumps down
Yeah.
your spine, nothing will.
That's exactly right.
But you know, there's a good friend of our shows too, Cookie. Give him a shout out there, Cookie. One of our sponsors. Her husband comes from over there,
Yeah.
so
Shout
we're
out
gonna
to you, Cookie.
get behind it and really push it. So let's get onto it. So
Great.
Hit us up on social media.
you'll see more.
Yeah.
You'll see more on our page, our website, in the coming shows. Anyway, another thing is Sayers Inc. One of our other major sponsors, Sayers Inc.
Yeah.
has offered
Where are they
us
located? There?
Julestown Plaza.
Town Plaza.
That's where I got the famous Knights tattoo on my chest from, and I've put it to use this year that you don't know it, but I'm booking us in. We're all getting tattoos, all 3 of us.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So
How do you feel about it?
he might get Woody or Andy on him on the Toy Story.
I was
You might get a Woody.
unfortunately I was a safe bet last year with not getting the tattoo because of Knights didn't make the grand final.
Yeah, but what we're going to do here is we're going to do some kind of charity thing where people are going to sponsor you to get it.
Well, if anyone out there wants to sponsor me to get a tattoo,
Yeah.
It's gotta be a minimum.
The old Knights emblem, I reckon.
it's got to be
No,
a minimum
I'll do it.
300. And I'll get a tattoo.
We'll do a charity thing where, you know, whatever we raise will go to, say, Ronald McDonald House.
No, it'll go. If I was to donate a charity, it'd go to Mark Hughes Foundation.
100%. Well, there you go. Let's get on to it.
Yeah.
So we'll set that up. Sleeve, yeah.
I
would get one, but-
one tattoo, not the whole sleeve.
Okay.
It'll go here, right here.
that's a soft spot, mate.
It's all right.
Anyway, well, that's it. Well, they've given us two $500 vouchers to give away on the show too.
Yeah, nice.
Two $500 tattoo vouchers.
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
So
that's pretty cool.
Say Zinc. I mean, if you want a tattoo, they're the place to go.
That's
You want quality, you've got to go to Say Zinc.
Well, look at you. You've got plenty of it.
No, there's still room for a few more. So if anyone wants to sponsor me, I'm
If
more
you
than
want
happy.
to go there for a first tattoo or at
25th tattoo.
or the 100th
Go
tattoo,
there.
go there.
Yeah, they're great down there. John and Dan will look after you. But so that's another giveaway coming on the show. Another one of our major sponsors, Muso's Corner.
Yes.
They've been great.
Muso's
They've been great to us again this year. I must
Thank
give
you,
a
Muso's Corner,
shout
for this
out to-
microphone for this year. Thank you
to
very
Andy
much.
and the crew down there. They look after us well. Together with our show band, The Witching Hour. The Witching Hour will feature on the show soon. We're going to interview the boys, and they have a special surprise that we can't say they're going to announce when they come on.
You're going to have to make us wait. I
Yeah.
don't like waiting for surprises.
No, it's better come from the boys.
Yeah, no
But
worries.
while they're on here too, they're also, together with Muso's Corner, are going to donate a signed guitar.
Yeah, sweet.
And that'll be up for grabs for the viewers as well.
For all the musos out there, if there's any.
There's just a few.
Nice.
Like, we've got a lot more. This is just touch and base. You know, we want to give, through our sponsors, they want to give something back to the fans as well. So this is
And that's
just,
what we're all about.
that's right.
Yeah.
And so this is just a little something from the sponsors to give back. So there's plenty of more stuff coming. Like next week,
Sweet. Wow.
next week the Abermain Hawks, they have a signed
Yeah, Knights jersey.
Knights jersey that
Yeah.
they fundraise, and they've asked us
It's
to,
for their old boys.
yeah, for their old boys. So we're going to announce the winner next week on the show. Yeah, so even there's another thing we're doing this year that's going to be up for grabs. It's going to be a fan guest spot on the show. So can't say too much yet because that'll be revealed in, you'll understand, revealed in the second half of our studio, which is still under construction.
And as you can see, our producer and some of our supporters of this show have done an amazing job on this studio.
Yeah, I
Um,
like it.
me and Kenny unfortunately haven't been able to see it until tonight, but
Yeah, it's been done a real good job.
we were speechless compared to last.
Well, this is just part one of the studio. Part two will be revealed next week. But
And I'm next to me mate, Joey, Zenny, Mad Dog.
Yeah, Mark.
Have you got that
Mark's
many
there.
friends?
Yeah, they're here with me now.
Anyway, so yeah, there's, you know, there's, oh, it's been a while. There's, there'll be a fan guest spot where they'll feature in, we can reveal in next week's show kind of a bit more. But you know, there's a chance where you can feature on the show, come be a part of the show,
Yeah, get in, get
come
involved.
and have a good laugh.
Come and
with the
see
boys.
what we do on every Tuesday night.
Yeah, tell us why you like the Knights.
Yeah,
Why you're
there's,
so passionate
we've
about
got
the
a
Knights.
few.
And
I must give a shout out to a couple other guys that have come on board with us this year as well. You know, helped us out big time too. Damien McFarlane,
yeah.
he's on board.
Damo.
Mitch Merrick,
Fan relations.
and they're on.
Thanks, boys.
They're
Cheers.
helping us as well. And yeah, so there's a lot to come still. So
Yeah, heaps.
yeah, there's
it's going to be a good year. Hopefully, an awesome year, I think, with the Knights. Hope they go well and hope we'll go well, like we
Yeah.
always do.
another big shout out I must say too is it's helped us out massive this year is Big Andy.
Big Andy.
Big Andy, he's
Oh, yep.
You'll,
Good work, mate.
you'll see him on our.
If you don't see him, you'll hear him.
He's up
Oh,
there.
you'll see him on the
That's
show.
over
He might make it. I do
Guest
believe.
appearance.
I do believe that he may be in my position next week. In
Yeah.
my spot.
Philly.
So,
Big
Philly
seat
will
to
be.
fill there.
Yeah.
Big shoes
Yeah,
to
big
fill,
shoes.
Andy. Big shoes to
shoes.
fill.
Uh,
That's all I'm going to say.
There's going to be lots of guests on this year and giveaways. The show's just going to go from strength to strength this year, like the stuff that's coming. As I said, the fan guest spot, which we'll reveal more next week, but it's going to be a pretty good thing, I think. You know, come in and
And
Get
you
involved.
don't have to be a local fan either. We do have the access to if you're overseas or if you're over in other states, we do have that access to get you on a chair, and we've
On
got
the
the
show?
access to Zoom and have you on
If
our
not,
show.
Josh will fly over here.
Works for the council, doesn't it?
Now we've got lots of stuff that's there like that. Lots of new segments,
Yeah.
plus some of our old ones.
Yeah, you got to keep the old ones. Can't get rid of the old ones.
A couple of other people that have joined us this year too. Another podcast, The Final Whistle. They're doing a bit with us.
Yeah.
I give a shout out to the boys in The Final Whistle. And the Park Footy podcast.
Nice.
He's
Good work.
going to join teams with us and do a bit of work and have a bit of fun. But,
Yeah, so we're not the only podcast out there too.
No,
so, yeah,
no,
there's a few
that's
others.
right. Well, you got the bench
Bench
warmers
warmers,
starting
yeah.
up next week. So,
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
check them boys
Yeah,
out.
check
They
them out.
do some good stuff.
We've also got the
257 Collective.
which is our two players from the Knights, Connor Watson
Connor
and
Watson.
Caleb Ponga.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, there's plenty out there. And every show is different. Every show has their own spin on things, and
Specialties, I don't know. You know, I mean, every show's got their own.
but not every show has an owl.
No, not an hour.
Or a
No.
Kenny.
Hey, the best toys in town.
They don't have a Kenny either.
So
Tiger King.
there's lots coming. So I mean, honestly, we just wanted to say g'day. We're welcome back. But yeah, honestly,
bigger and better things this year. And
stay tuned because we're just getting
It's
started.
gonna be huge.
We're just getting
Huge.
We're just getting warmed up.
All I've
Yeah.
got to talk about is obviously we've had a couple of pre-season
Trial
trials.
games,
Yep.
yes.
Um,
Let's talk some footy.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
we were successful 20-4 against the
Cessnock.
local Cessnock team, and if you didn't have a chance to see it, there was our crew got out there to that game and
FanFest, yeah. FanFest 2021. Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
we also had a trial against the Storm. Unfortunately, we went down in that game, 30-10.
But you got to look at that. That was a full strength Storm side, bar Cameron Smith.
Yeah.
Which is
not there.
No,
no
he's
more.
not. He's not playing.
No,
there.
but and to lose to the Storm by 20 points when we were under strength,
And to tell you the
you
truth,
can't really. That's not bad.
No, yeah, that's not bad. To tell you the truth, in that game, right? Okay, at half time it was 18-0, and that was the first grade versus first grade. All right. Now these young fellas that come out in the second half, that played in the second half, most of them playing Canterbury Cup or haven't even debuted in Canterbury Cup yet. Now they come out and they scored 2 tries, one unconverted. All right. Melbourne scored 2 tries, so the second half ended up being 12-10. Now that was, I know Melbourne had a few young people in there as well, but the majority of their first graders were still in there. Brandon Smith, Jesse Bromwich, like so. A big shout out to those Canterbury Cup players, all those young fellas. They stood up, mate, in that second half. I think Braden Musgrove, Dominic Young,
Stafford.
yeah, Stafford Toa, like all those young. They're playing for spots in first grade. And
But that's the type of player you want in your
to play
club.
like to play like the way they did. That was mate, unreal. When I watched that second half, it actually I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh yeah, go boys! Like this is a second grade team. Like look how good they're going. So like to those boys, yeah, good on you. Did Newcastle Knights well, proud. So
I think the future's looking good for us.
oh yeah, for sure.
And
And,
isn't
and
it-
backs, how tall are the backs?
Yeah,
Dominic
they're
Young, Braden
heaps
Musgrave, Edric Lee. We got some tall backs this year.
I don't think anyone will be able to jump higher than that.
No. Look at Braden Musgrave in that second half. He caught two decent bombs, and like I don't think he even leaped that high. It was just a little hop and bang, 2 hands.
You know what?
He got it.
Yeah,
So-
look at our team. We've got Dominic Young's pretty fast. Stafford, Bradman.
Yeah,
They've all got
Braden.
pace on it.
Pace, yeah.
Let's start changing it up instead of 4 up and then we kick on the last. Let's kick on the third. When
Yeah,
the
go
fullback,
wide.
when the fullback's up in the line, do your little sheep noise that they know that's the play.
But yeah.
And on the third, these 3 fast blokes, they know
Oh,
you're
yeah.
about to kick. Bang, try.
Try, yeah.
Or at least,
turn it
Put
up
him
a
on-
bit.
put him
on guessing.
Change it up. Yeah, let's play some fantastic football
Yeah.
instead of the one out stuff kick,
Let's play.
stuff
We're
kick.
going to play different variety.
Variety of football. That's right. Yeah,
We can't just
That's
keep
right.
going up.
That's right. We've got to think outside the box, mate. And when you start playing football like that, you start becoming what did you say? A very dangerous football team. Because people think, well, they're unpredictable. What are they going to do? We don't
That's
know what
right.
they're going to do.
That's the
So,
biggest thing. You got to be unpredictable because you got to keep the defensive line guessing.
Guessing, that's right.
Like,
Look, Melbourne will I'm not a big Melbourne Storm fan, never have been, but they were perfect with it. With Cameron Smith and Josh Adokar. Cameron Smith would kick out a dummy half. Guess who was chasing it?
Yeah.
Josh Adokar.
Melbourne always keep you guessing.
Yeah.
What they're trying to get out of the referee
Well,
next.
Adam O'Brien come from there. You know what I mean? He came from there.
Oh,
so he's got that. He's got that mentality from
So,
Belgium.
we've
You know
got-
what I mean? So
we've got
it's there. We're
Decent
just
kickers
Yeah.
in general play as well. They can do it.
unleash it. Like I noticed a couple of kicks on the weekend. They were pretty poor. They
Yeah.
were kicked and they went straight down the fullback's
So
throat
this is
or
where-
straight down the winger's throat.
This
They
is
were-
where I say Kurt Mann, the likes will come in.
Do you
know,
think
Yeah.
Kurt Mann will start 5'8"?
if he doesn't, seriously,
Or
if he doesn't start Kurt Mann this year, you'll walk to Newcastle.
ooh, that's a big call.
Yeah,
from
Why do I have to walk to Newcastle?
because I'm not doing it.
from Mudgee.
That's not fair.
From Mudgee.
But no, seriously, he was probably our best player.
Oh
last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally
And
agree.
the way he's trained is
But do you go Blake Green halfback, Kurt Mann 5'8"?
I would
See, that-
personally I would
That's
just to
hard.
take a bit of pressure off Mitchell Pearce the first couple of rounds. Let him.
Well, you've seen the difference Blake Green brought to us last year when he come in.
That's right.
There was a huge difference.
But
He took a lot. Like,
this is
don't
no
get me
diff-
wrong. I'm a Mitchell Pearce fan. I like watching Mitchell Pearce.
Oh,
play.
he's got it in him.
He's our halfback. No word around it. He's our halfback. Now, when Blake Green was playing with him in the halves, Blake Green took a lot of pressure off Mitchell Pearce,
Yeah.
and you notice he started to play a little bit better football.
My
Are
only-
you saying Kurt Mann 14 then?
Well, Kurt Mann was good at 5'8".
But you
He
got to
was
remember,
awesome at 5'8".
Blake Green's out for two.
He's out for the first couple of weeks too, still.
Mm.
But yes, Kurt Mann's there, but geez, he's a great utility player. If you have him come off the bench, you've got yourself a star player there.
Yeah.
Right? And he can play anywhere in that back line.
That's
Anywhere.
And last year you played lock, he played
He
hooker.
played everywhere.
If Mitchell Pearce is still not up to the Mitchell Pearce we know he can be,
Yeah.
if he's still feeling the pressure, this is a thing. This is no disrespect to Mitchell Pearce.
Yes.
I'd put Mitchell Pearce at 14 and then put Green and Kurt Mann at starts, just to release a bit of pressure off him for a couple of weeks to find his game again, and then
Well, and then you get him to come on to replace Blake Green or something. Do you?
What's
Or-
your
or-
what's your guys' thoughts on if someone's on big money and they're not performing, should they be in first grade or should they go back?
well, no, I don't think they should. But money shouldn't come into it. You've got to start thinking of the team and the club.
But that's
So-
a
so
lot
you-
of clubs in the NRL.
That's right. It's not just
yeah,
us.
they'll throw him back down the Canterbury Cup.
They
Now,
should. Because what better motivation if you're playing first grade and you get pushed down to Canterbury Cup?
Yeah,
You
your
get
motivation is to get back in first.
That's right. So this is what I'm saying. This is no disrespect to Mitchell Pearce. This is more of a to help him
Yeah.
get back to where the Mitchell Pearce we know.
Yeah, I know.
So
what
you
mean.
give him a week or two on the bench or whatever, he's going to be hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he's gonna
be
play-
wanting more. Yeah, but
Bang.
there's a thing too, like with the COVID. Have we got Canterbury Cup this year?
Yeah.
Yes,
come
they've
back.
got Canterbury Cup and there's talk that Peter V'landys is trying to get the 3 games back in the one.
So-
Yeah,
like
right.
that.
Yeah,
So,
okay, yeah. So like back in the old day, President's Cup, reserve grade, first grade.
Good day out of footy.
Yeah, wasn't
Family
it?
day.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is pretty much us for
This is what's
week.
going to happen all year, boys. Yeah, talking footy. Love
Yeah.
it.
So this
Love
is
it.
just the entree for next week.
Now, I've heard by the grapevine that we've also got another thing that we're got in the pipeline, and this is to all our junior fans that follow the show.
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit more, Dean?
Well, if you got a family member, a friend that plays junior football, I
Yeah.
suggest
I've got
you
plenty of
jump
them.
on board on this.
We've got a coach.
Yes. Each week we're going to have the junior league
Who's that?
team of the week.
Who's the junior coach?
Come on, Kenny, you've been bragging about it all off season.
Hey, Raymond Terrace.
Well, we're going to have a junior league team of the week where it's voted by you, the fans, not us. And each team that wins each week will go into a draw. At the end of the year, all those ones that come out each week will go into a final. The winner that gets voted once again by you, not us,
My fans.
wins a full set of custom jerseys for their team with the Nighttime podcast sponsorship on the front. So a full set of jerseys, not just one, your whole team gets
Yeah,
the
nice.
full jerseys. So
Alright.
whoever wins each week goes into the draw, and then each that gets tallied up and they go into the final at the end of the year, and whoever the fans vote gets the jerseys.
Nice.
So,
Kenny,
you
unfortunately, your team
You can't
is
enter.
ineligible.
Hey, your team can enter, but not from you.
Yeah, right.
So we can't exclude them because
So if your team does win it, the coach doesn't get it.
no, you can have a, you can have a bib. We'll get you a bib.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, there's a lot coming. We've got a few charity things that we're going to be doing this year. Probably looking into Ronald McDonald House. Definitely the Mark Hughes Foundation. We have
have to look into that.
have something really big planned for that. So stay tuned. That's something else that too. If you're a Knights fan, a footy fan in general, you do not want to miss out on this opportunity. But we'll say more of that in coming weeks. But that is huge.
Huge.
Another thing too we'll be pushing this year is mental health awareness. A lot of people out there suffer, and it goes unnoticed.
If you are having any issues, you can call Lifeline.
Yeah, or you know, anyone. You can call anyone.
Call us. Get in contact with us via social media if you have
100%.
any of those issues.
The biggest thing is too many people are afraid to stand up and
Yeah, speak
know,
up about it.
it's not
That's the main. That's
to
the
ask
main.
for help is not a weakness.
No.
It's a sign of strength,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's the motto I go by. So, and if there's something out there that you fans think that there's a charity or someone that's doing it a bit tough that needs a helping hand, drop us a line
That's it.
because
Get on to it.
we're here to help. So,
Good.
yeah, guys, anything to add?
What have you got, Kenny?
Mate, I've just got for the fans, just throw us some comments, mate, and we'll get back to you. Is there anything you want to ask us or anything like that? Just hit us up via our website, Facebook.
Or anything you want to see us do or whatever. We have got a couple other things in the pipeline that might give you a bit of a laugh. So stay tuned for those.
On behalf of the Nighttime podcast, we'd like to thank the Knights departures from last year for their efforts in playing for the Knights.
Sione Matalia.
So unfortunately, Dean, your best mate, Sione Matalia.
Give me a bloody tissue.
I can see there's a tear in your eye there.
Good on him.
Tata Mulga, he's now gone to the Rabbitohs. Mason Lino, he's now gone to Wakefield, and
good on him.
unfortunately, Tyrone Robert Davies hasn't had a contract since he misbehaved with Josh Adekar.
Ooh. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, we get some going trouble.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, that's us for the night. Just our little intro to the season.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. So next week you're away filming, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got some filming
Toy
to do
Story
for the show.
9.
So
Check it
I
out.
will be unfortunately not here next week, but
Big Andy.
Big Andy's going to
Big
fill
Andy's
in
in.
for me, and
And
he's
we
got big shoes
may,
to fill.
we
Yes,
may,
huge shoes to fill.
may also have a special guest in the studio. I'm not 100% on that yet, but we might have a surprise. So good luck with the Toy Story 9, and we'll see you the week after. And welcome Big Andy into the
Well,
show.
hopefully when I come back, we'll have one win.
Yes, one
Yeah.
from one.
One
Yes.
from one.
From one
That'd be
against the
great.
doggies.
Be awesome.
I'm gonna say that my score is gonna be 28-12. The Knights.
Fair enough.
No worries.
You're right.
All right. Well, that's us. So good to be
No
back,
worries.
and look forward to this and much, much more. So Catch you next week.
Go the Knights.
Once a night, always a night. Good night.
Come on, people, listen now. 'Cause I don't think we need a reason.